Hey everybody, welcome to Snap Map Recap. This is going to be a new series where I'm covering Snap Map stuff in Doom. I feel like it's probably the least talked about feature in the new Doom game. And by the way, yeah, the new Doom game, it's out. It's been about a week, and it's a great game. I'm sure everybody and their mom has heard about the campaign. Single player is amazing. It's a lot of fun. And I'm sure everybody has heard about multiplayer, where everybody seems to dislike it but not have a reason for it. I don't know if they think it's too cookie cutter or what, but a lot of things I see on message boards and from videos and podcasts is people saying, oh, the multiplayer. But when approached with an actual, well, why don't you like it? And it's just like, it's just It's just like no real reasoning. But I don't know. It's not the best, but I think it's fun, you know? Warzone especially, that's my favorite mode. I think it's a good time. If anything, the weapons need to be tweaked a little bit for balance, but other than that, I feel like they did a pretty good job putting it together. Regardless, this is not going to be about multiplayer or the campaign. This is about Snap Map. And as I said, I feel like it's a feature that a lot of people are not talking about. We're going to jump into it here. So, yeah, with the Snap Map, you can add timers and you can add all kinds of different enemies and guns and you can completely change the way a Doom level or a online level is played, and that's the thing that's most appealing to me, at least. The fact that they made it super easy to make all these unique ways to play the game. Now, as of this week, what is it? The 22nd here. It's in a weird place. Snap Map has a lot of features that you can play around with. However, it's really hard to find people to play your maps. If you're jumping in to play maps like these, let's say for example these featured maps here, you'll see that there's a ton to choose from, and there's co-op and 4-player competitive missions in addition to single-player missions. Now, single-player missions you're not going to have a problem with. However, what I will say is you are going to have a problem trying to find other people to play the multiplayer maps. So, for example, if you create, like I did, a 4-player competitive capture the flag map, it's gonna be hard to find other people to play with it. At most, I found 2 other people to play, and we were expecting to play a certain map. And right before we started, the person keeping the lobby going, the lobby master, I guess, he changed it right at the last minute to a different map. I'm assuming one that he created, and he made it so that way he could win because no one knew what the hell was going on the map, what the objective was or anything. And within 2 minutes he won it, and we're just like, okay, I guess this is just like trolling or whatever. So, we'll jump in here. I'm going to play a couple of the single-player featured maps here. One of the big ones is this E1 M2. I've already played through this once. And every time you start a map, you start in a new lobby here. So it's almost like you're starting a multiplayer version every single time. So we're just going to jump right in. Now, like I said, I played this one once already. It's okay. I don't know. I really don't know who actually created this map. If it was somebody at id Software or whatever, but it's kind of boring. To put it lightly, I guess. It's a bit boring. So we'll play through here just to show you, what the single-player stuff looks like. So, yeah, in this series, I plan to come back to Snap Map every once in a while when, new things are added or I find stuff that I think is interesting to talk about. With this being the first episode, I really wanted to get people acquainted with what it is exactly. And this is what you'll be playing if you develop or create single-player maps. Can't seem to get... Oh, no glory kills for me, I guess. So here we are in the map. So there's parts of it that you're like, okay, they did a pretty good job recreating the first room. The first room's fine. But it's one of those things that as you go on, you're kind of like, oh, this isn't as great as we might have thought it would be. Oh, for some reason I thought I was actually grabbing the... Okay, I got both weapons. So another thing in Snap Map that may confuse you is, and I'm still crouching, is that you can only carry 2 weapons at once. So I picked up that shotgun expecting to have dropped my other weapon, but I do actually have them both. So I still have my assault rifle. but you can only carry 2. So if you come to a point where you want to pick up another heavy weapon like a rocket launcher or something to that effect, you're going to have to drop the other one. That's just all there is to it. I feel like these enemies aren't really giving me too much to work with here. Here we go, we can take this guy out. Boom, glory kill. Another odd thing about the snapmap stuff, really like the design of these imps, by the way they sidearm their fireballs at you. I always thought that was cool. Yeah, what is weird is they kind of reverse some of the controls in the snap map feature. So like where F would in the single player game normally be your melee or glory kill, you actually have to hit R in the snap map. Not sure why it's different, but it is. It really caught me off guard when I was playing the first few snap maps I played. So I got the red key card. And where are we going to use it? Aha, I assume this door. That guy appears. Oh, okay. I'll give you a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You got the scary poison room. Big whoop. Done, done. Oh, what's in there? Running through a little bit of acid. And believe it or not, that is the end of the level. Right? No, I'm wrong. I apologize. Could have swore that was the end, but it isn't. Here I am saying, like, yeah, I played this before, and there I thought it was the end. I guess that kind of is a good example of, like, how much a lot of these parts... Oh, there you go. Yeah, the exit is actually pointed out. But how much a lot of these levels sort of run together. You know, the snap map gives you very limited options for decorating, and everything sort of looks the same when you get right down to it. It's, I don't know, it's a little disheartening because I didn't expect complete control over this stuff, but I expected a little bit more control than what I actually have here to make my level look a bit more unique. So, oh well, what can you do? Normally at the end of every one that you play, you're going to get the chance to thumbs up or thumbs down it. I think that one I thumbs down because I thought it was a bit boring, even if it is a loyal tribute. I don't really think it's that loyal, but others may disagree. This one I have not played, Mancubus Meltdown. So let's give it a shot, play another single player map here, and then maybe we'll try to get into something multiplayer, see if anybody's actually around. So I think one of the things they need to do to fix the snap map multiplayer matching is they really need to get the snap map multiplayer stuff in the multiplayer section. If you go into multiplayer right now, you basically get to pick between a bunch of different team games, which is fine. However, they should really have a snap map feature or have a way for snap maps to be worked into the map rotations. Marine, the Mancubus, has taken over. Do whatever it takes to stop him. Also want to throw out there that in the main game, the assault rifle has been my favorite weapon so far. Access denied. Aha! Also, this picking up weapons with F thing is really annoying. Not a big fan of that. So there you go. I actually threw my shotgun that I just picked up back down to grab... I believe this is the burst rifle. So, I guess zoom in scope. And unfortunately, doesn't look like the assault rifle has its mod on it, but it has mini missiles that you can use, which is pretty great. Alright, let's start it up. Threat detected. Lockdown indicated. Whoa! Whoa, didn't mean to do that. I think I threw the grenade. Big whoop. You guys got nothing. Threat neutralized. Lockdown lifted. Moving on. I have a feeling rooms are going to get a bit tougher as we move on here. Keep grabbing some armor here. Whoa! Come here, dude. Boom! Not expecting that. There we go. I like that. Surrounded by poisonous gas again. Oh, he's not, there we go. He wasn't grabbing the ledge for a second there. That was strange. Anything over here? Let's give it a look-see. Oh, it's all connected, I see. Okay. Whoa! Wow, this guy went down quick. See ya. Single player, I feel like they get more of a fight. Looks like a Baron has taken out the power. Find a way to turn it back on. How about we hit the switch? That usually turns things back on. From what I can tell. And away we go. This is one dark room here. Now with the enemy variety in this level, you can already tell that this level is, you know, it's a bit more exciting than what we were playing in the other tribute level here. What's up, dude? No, I'm over here. Whoa! Wow. Sucks to be you. You couldn't do shit. He dropped the core. Plug it in. So you gotta grab the core, plop it in there. Now you notice that in this level there's sort of like different objectives as you keep going through, and I feel those have been the best multiplayer ones that I have managed to play with people. There's only been a couple I've actually managed to play with people, but there was one where every piece of the level that you kept moving on to gave you a completely new objective to do. Whether it was killing an entire invasion, you know, like whatever it is, and that was just a good time. Oh yeah, you? Boom! Death from above. The Keiko Demon! Oh, there we go. Keep accidentally throwing that grenade. So in my map that I'll actually show before I'm done today, I actually used this as like the main room, this foundry looking level here, which is actually in the main game host to like a big invasion fight at the end. So it's actually a cool little level, I think. Can't help but notice the lack of items when I actually glory kill dudes in this too. In the main game you get health and all kinds of stuff. Boom! Is that everything? I thought there was one more guy around there. It was you, wasn't it? Should go look around for some ammo if there's any hanging around here. So yeah, honestly, Snap Map has a lot of good going for it. I just really hope that it is able to come through. Oh, does this actually take us somewhere? It does. I hope they're actually able to, you know, come through, update it, and make it something more interesting than what it is now. And not that it's bad right now, but it definitely needs some tweaking. Who doesn't want the BFG, right? Boom! Just for fun. How much I got left? 2 shots? Let's see here. Swoop up to this one. Oh, I got full ammo on that. Okay, yeah, I'll keep the BFG for right now. Why not? Haven't been able to use it a whole lot in this game just yet. But yeah, the few little things that they could tweak to make this, like, super cool, they could probably easily implement and make it that much better. The pancake didn't stand a chance. Okay, so here's where the power core is supposed to be. Where is the actual... Oh, duh. He dropped it. How am I not seeing these things? Careful, Mancubus is up ahead. Guns will not do any good. Wait, I know, you can melt his armor off. If you overload both generators, you should be able to ignite the barrels. Okay, let's do it. There he is. Complete with cool, crazy music. Now he's going to drop the red power core, I'm assuming, right? Oh, I see. So I got to hit these. Where's that jerk? He stole my core? Oh, that's it, dude. But I still got the Mancubus who wants a piece. So that's how this double jump, though, in the game really adds to the fighting. Here we go. I need this real quick. Oh, I needed that. Thank you. Plopped it in. Perfect. Now hit the other side. Boom. Got it. Except I don't think the Mancubus was where I want him to be. His armor's destroyed. Finish him off. So you see a new objective actually popped up there for me, which is great. We got a BFG. Let's use it. Teleporter's in the next room. We gotta get to it. And here we are. Press F. And that is the end. See, now that was a fun little single-player level right there. That was well put together. And that one definitely gets a vote up for me. Good times. Now you'll notice at the end of these levels, you actually get snap points, and those can be used to unlock things with your character. So we're going to back out of this lobby here, and I'll show you a little bit of that there. So, let's see, where... Find match. No. It's under profile. This is my current character right here. It's weird because when you go into multiplayer, you'll notice that you can change all of your armor in multiplayer, but once you get over to Snap Map, it's all completely reset. It's a bit strange because you would think it would all be intertwined, but they're all completely different from each other. Here we go, the customized store. So when you get Snap Map points, this is where you use them. And let's see, we got 698. We can unlock... none of these helmets are really doing much for me. Pretty interesting that they had the cool like demon helmets and stuff in this, though. I don't have enough for that one, but I can get this one. Boom. So we can just totally change him up here, give him all kinds of weird fitting items here. Let's see. Yeah, why not? We can get that one. The Vector. Legs. Don't have enough for that. Put on the Primal legs. Boom. Now you can buy other base armors that you'll look a little bit different in. Interesting that Snap Map does not give you the option to do colors and stuff, though, because in multiplayer you can change your guy to do all kinds of, or to look all kinds of different ways with colors and symbols and stuff, and looks like you don't get that option here. Oh no, you do. Primary color. Aha, there we have it. But you do have to unlock some of the colors with money. Let's go with green for fun. We'll do, no, let's do... Yeah, we'll stick with blue here, okay. And this is the color of the light that's on the helmet. You see as I thumb through these, the light on the helmet changes. I'd go with red if I actually had it. Okay, so you can do all these patterns and stuff like this. I hadn't explored this too much because I had no reason to, because none of the online stuff was... I couldn't seem to find anybody to play with in Snap Map, so a little disheartening sometimes. Alright, let's jump in and see if we can actually find a match here. Um, we'll start off with a quick play featured co-op. So you see there, I picked, hey, let's find a lobby with other people for, quick play co-op. See if someone has one going, and they don't. So it starts off or creates a brand new one for you. You can do quick play featured capture the flag, and there's nobody here. Quick play featured deathmatch, nobody here. And we'll try the last one. Quick play up incoming snap maps. Looking for lobbies. Take a little longer. Look, okay, finally, we found some people.
Let me go look at the other puzzle. The guy that runs the group that I'm in, he stopped updating the...
So of course everybody in here can talk to each other too, and get info that way.
Fuck him.
This guy's created Dark Arena. It's his first snap map, work in progress. Can you enter the arena and survive? So let's give it a shot here.
I gave you the first 4, correct?
Well, and then that did not end up working out. I sat there for another 5 minutes. 4 people all sitting ready, and no one would start the map. The lobby master would not start the map. So it's like, it's as difficult as it is to find people to play snap maps, and then the person sitting in the lobby doesn't even launch it when he has a full amount of people to play. It's like, I don't understand what's happening with the snap map stuff, man. I'm going to try this again. Quick play. Maybe we'll find a different lobby and actually get to play.
I will be kicked off in approximately...
And of course not. Of course, we can only find the one lobby because there is no lobby list for us to actually find particular games that are waiting for people. So another thing that SnapMap desperately needs is a list of lobbies or a list of matches currently happening. It sucks because if you were to compare this to, say, Quake 3... where remember when that came out and you had a full list of games that were going on, it would tell you how many people could play. Well, Doom only allows in SnapMap up to 4 players. So if you start a lobby and you see 3 out of 4, you jump in, great. But if the game's already going, it's 2 out of 4. It's just, I don't know. I feel like this is just a big, like if the maps supported, like especially the deathmatch ones supported up to 16 or 32 players or whatever, you would see that and be like, boom, I got a chance. But I feel like only having 4 people is really going to dissuade people from even trying to get in because of limited space as it is with the few games that are actually happening. So this is actually something that's going to keep me from building more snap maps if they don't fix it. Because I've had a ball creating the one that I created, and I got an idea for a new one, but I don't want to waste my time building it if no one's going to be around to play it with me. So let's jump into my snap maps here. You can go to, let's see, my published maps here. And you can see I created 2 chambers, co-op CTF. Now, I only have 2 thumbs up. So that means 2 people have played it, or 2 groups at least have played it. So that's not much. If you go into my maps, you can see the ones that you're actually working on, playing around with. I want to jump into this just so I can show off the snap map functionality a bit here. So you can see here's the map. You can actually grab pieces and drag them around, and there we go. Yeah, you could drag pieces, and all of these white dots here, you can drag pieces of the room and move them over to that piece there. I don't want to mess it up too badly, but you can see here. Let's see. We'll rotate it. Boom. So I could connect it there, but I'm actually going to hit escape because I don't want to mess up what I've already done here. But I will go in because in addition to having this cool viewpoint here, this is not the only way that you actually create your map. You're going to spend the majority of your time actually going into this view here. Object mode. So you'll jump in and you can see, wow, there is there's a lot of shit going on in here. So I set my map up where there are, you're basically one team with 4 players. You got 2 sets of flags you got to capture. So you got red and you got blue. And you got to capture each one 3 times. You can set up sounds to happen as things happen. Like when you capture it, certain sounds will play. I set up different spawn points for the players. Because all the players, I thought it would be cool to have them start in a different section back here. So all 4 players start in a different section of rooms. It's sort of like you come in, you got to hit the pressure plate, go out, and then you'll see the rest of your team, and you all have to start the map together, which I thought was kind of fun. And again, that was just me testing things out. I wanted to see what I could do with this. And you can put notes all over the place, too. You can tell people exactly how they are to play it. You know, you don't even need to put directions in the map beforehand. As long as people jump into it, you can put directions in and they can follow it. And I'll show you that once we get in here and play it a bit. You know, I even have a note here. Wait for your team before starting, because a lot of people like to, you know, hit that panel immediately. So, each flag is actually ported up into these other areas here, where this area is blocked, so you have to run around to get to the flag. So you know, there's all the while going to be enemies chasing you. And I had to use a couple of these invasion tokens, or rather survival. I keep saying invasion, but it's survival, where it'll continually ramp up the tier of survival. It'll actually change tier once you capture a flag. So the enemies will get tougher and they'll start spawning in harder enemies. And I really wanted to test this with people to see how many captures I should actually do, you know, until they just can't stand it anymore. I'd actually like to do another map where you try to capture the flag as many times as you can, and you'll always end in defeat, but, you know, it's basically you're going for a high score thing, like how many times could my team capture this before we died. So let's actually... Actually, we could play it from right here. I was going to say we'd back out and make a lobby, but... you know, actually, I think we will, just because we're in the editor. Go back to my published maps here, because here I can host one, and we can actually wait here for a second to see if anybody joins. So again, it's been a few minutes now. Nobody's around, and it's really unfortunate because I really want to play my map with other people, and unless you actively go out on a message board or something and tell people like, hey, I'm playing this right now, come play it with me, the Snap Map servers are just not populated enough with people willing to play that they'll just show up to play with you. It's really crappy. So you can actually play this with one person. I've done it a couple times already, and so I think that's what we're going to do here, just so I can show off my map and I can show you the things that I was able to do. Someone who's a very novice map creator. I've only created a couple maps for Quake. I've created a handful for Portal 2 in their little map maker level editor, which I thought was a lot of fun. And now in the new Doom, I've created one. So here you start out as a Doom guy. Random pops here. You can grab armor, whatever it is. You'll see up in the top, you got a list of blue captures and red captures, and it also times you. So you step here to join your team, which you'll also get some armor, and you'll actually get 2 new weapons. Every time you spawn, it supplies you with the weapons that I start you out with, which is the assault rifle and the rocket launcher, which I thought was a cool idea. So I tell you what the directions are at every step here. So I'm like, you will have to capture 3 blue flags and 3 red flags. Good luck. Keep grabbing all the armor we can. So wait for your team before starting. You go up to the door. It says hit the panel when ready. At this point, you're like, okay, I guess I'm ready because I'm the whole team. So here we go. And it begins. So you notice it's not very populated. Like I feel like I could probably remake this level to make sure that there are going to be a ton of enemies when you first enter that door. If there's enough players, that is. You don't want to walk out there as one person playing this and there's just a million dudes waiting for you. So we go around all this stuff. And there's the red flag. Got it. And I actually set it up to trigger a sound when you capture, or rather when you grab the flag. So a lot of these enemies right now are just fodder with this rocket launcher. They don't stand a chance. Double jump over here. Go to the red capture point.
Code red.
Boom. Code red. We capped it. So one of the strategies I came up with here is to just kind of bounce back and forth. When you capture the red, head up to the blue and get the blue. And as you can see, you know, this level, it's a bit boring when you don't have other people with you. Oh! See, that's a lot different from the last time I played. I didn't see one of those guys until like a couple captures in. But creating this level this way kept giving me like flashbacks to playing Quake 2 CTF. For anybody who used to play a lot of Quake 2 online, I know I did. Man, having like the blue shaded corridors and the red shaded corridors and stuff like that really remind me of Quake 2 because, you know, that's when all the cool lighting stuff happened with games. But, you know, obviously minus the grappling hook. Since there's no grappling hook, it's not 100% authentic, but still fun. Dude with shield! There's a pinky. They stand no chance against this rocket launcher. Maybe the rocket launcher is a bit overpowered for single player. Multiplayer, it feels pretty weak, and that's kind of what I was going with when I implemented the rocket launcher for this level. There we go, 2 red, 1 blue. See if we get blue again here. The other thing that's fun, once the like this, you wait to see what sort of enemies are just waiting for you around the corner. 2 pinkies pop up. Oh, and look who's here. Your friend and mine, the Keiko Demon. Takes a lot of hits. The snap map is also cool because it's a way to see a lot of the enemies if you haven't played through all of the single player yet. And I actually have not. I have not finished the single player. I would say I'm, what, maybe a quarter into it. Oh man, a lot of the enemies are starting to show up now. I'm starting to run out of ammo. Whoa! Didn't expect you. So yeah, I'm about a quarter in. I think I just finished level 4, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. But this week ended up being a pretty busy week for me, so it was really hard to get back to it. I'm the kind of player who, if I can, I like to dedicate, you know, more time than like an hour or two to a game if it's something I'm really enjoying. So I got like a good weekend of this in with the single player, and then every time I had a little bit of time to myself, I was able to jump into Snap Map and keep creating that map. I'm going to try to just get the hell out of here. There's a Mancubus already. But I did set this up a certain way, though, too. There, right there, I tell you, once you finish capturing the red flag 3 times, focus on the blue flag, because you don't have to go after the red one anymore. Keiko Demon. Mancubus. Gonna grab this. And I am gonna actually die right here, because I want to show you how I set this up. And we got the Revenant coming after me. So you guys go ahead and blow me up. Might take you a little bit of time here. Man, I could have easily just capped this and finished it. There you go. They just ripped me apart, which is what I wanted. So you see the flag is still there waiting for me. You hit tab to see what the scoreboard looks like. But we need to get to that flag. And I got my rocket launcher back. So dying in this level might actually become a strategy to get yourself back to having full ammo again. Wow, that dude takes a lot of hits. Eat it! I'll take that flag, thank you. blow you up. Whoa, Revenant again. I'm just going to book for it here. There we go. Code Blue. Blue flag captured. And there it is. That is the first level I created. Perhaps it needs a few more captures to be really challenging, but, you know, until I get the chance to actually play that with people, I won't really know. So, again, in closing, if you're still with me here, thank you for watching. But in closing, yeah, Snap Map needs a bit more TLC for it to be fully enjoyable, at least for me. Like I said, really love creating maps in it, but I really wish that there was a much more easier way for you to find people to play with. Hopefully they'll integrate it into multiplayer. Maybe they'll get a lobby list going instead of like this weird generic way of finding maps to play with people. So yeah, because I would honestly love to test maps with people, like test their maps out once they get it done and they're ready to play it. If I had a list right here of, you know, 20 to 50, however many lobbies of people waiting for people to jump in and try their maps, I would jump in just to test their maps with them, because I love the idea of testing out all this custom stuff with them. But yeah, like I said, hopefully that's something they plan on doing, because I would really enjoy it. But anyway, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'm not sure when I'm going to do another one of these. Hopefully whenever they update Snap Map or I discover something new that's worth checking out. But there you go. That is the first episode of Snap Map Recap, and I will see you next time.